Welcome to the book down.
Glad to be here.
So the first question is, what inspired you to be a JSAC?
So, I did not grow up watching the J6. I did not grow up going to parades, any of that. I didn't really get into J6 until my senior year in high school. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I was in college. I know I wanted to be active, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I cheered all throughout high school. I danced prior to high school, but not J6 dancing. And I was like, I just want to do something when I go to college, right? So I wasn't interested in the cheer team, so J6 was the next best thing. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I didn't make it my first time, but I made it my second time, and I actually enjoyed it. I did. So I would say nothing inspired me to do it. I just did it just because I could, you know.
Okay.
Yep.
So how was that transitioning from cheer to JSAC?
So I wouldn't say it was very difficult. It was difficult, but not very difficult because you still want to be clean. I still had the cleanliness, I had the stunts, but it was just getting the groove of how they move, you know?
Yeah.
And then trying to make it into your own. I had to learn that. I watched them. I just kept watching. I was like, I want to get something from this girl. I want to do something like that from this girl, and just all mold it together. And I'm still working, but
Because you typically don't get the style until you're actually there.
Right.
Like no matter how much you watch them,
Because I was watching the videos, I thought I was doing it like them. I was like, oh, I know how to do this. I look back and I was like, no, I did not. So you had to really just watch them and be there.
Yeah. I mean, you can learn the material, but
Right.
as far as doing it like it's
Exactly.
supposed to be done, you typically don't get that unless you can't.
Experience it, right?
Yeah.
Firsthand, so definitely.
So what is a typical week of cuts like?
Ooh, just stress, okay? Just stress. Every week. So, of course, you have your game Saturday, you rest on Sunday. You're going to get the dance in your head. So, Monday, Tuesday, we're usually going over the dance, breaking down the dance, or we'll have the running cuts. So, running cuts, if you don't pass running cuts, you're not going to get to do anything, okay? You're not going to get to do nothing. You get to still go through the process. You still gotta
Learn and everything.
You still have to try out, you know, do the cuts for the dance, do the cuts for the stands. But you know that you're not gonna make the game because you did not make running cuts, which was my case majority of the time. So after running cuts, we'll do the dance cuts probably like Wednesday. Sometimes we do it within the same day. It depends on how much time we have. But we do the dance cuts, and then stands cuts usually comes right after the dance cuts. And we outside on the field by Thursday or Friday, and then game Saturday. So it's not, you don't have time to sit there and just think or anything. You just have to go with the flow. And it was tough. It was very tough, especially running. It was very tough for me, but.
What's the time that y'all have to make?
We had to do 2 miles in 18 minutes, not 18:01, not 18:02, not 18.59, 18 or less. And I was making 20 like every time. So I eventually got the first time I really made cuts. People don't know this because I was dancing for Southern Miss. I danced for Southern Miss game. I danced for the next game after that. But I didn't really make running cuts until Southern. So don't ask how I got by. We used to, so say it was raining outside or something, we had to run in the gym. I would kind of try to make that time, but
You know, running in the gym is a lot easier.
it was
than running outside.
way easier than running on that track. It was different on the track. And I couldn't get out. I was not no track star in high school. A lot of them did run track prior to J6. I never ran, ever. So it was tough for me, but I eventually made the Southern game, and I was happy. Shout out to Chris. She helped me make running cuts.
Because I think you made cuts for Memphis. But it rained that day, so
I
you didn't get
was mad. I was too mad. But I did not. I just feel like I didn't really make cuts to a Southern game. That's the game that I really just pushed myself and made it around that track under, the time that I was supposed to.
And so what is your favorite game?
My favorite game out of both years I was there had to be Alabama State. Just because that was the game where I felt like I just came out of my shell. I knew stance. I finally knew the stance by that game. And I was just trying to get my groove that game. That's where I started to, come out. So,
Okay. What was band camp like for you?
I cried probably like every day. So, yeah, it was the getting up early, which I didn't mind. I didn't mind getting up early. It was probably the running every day that made me mad because I wasn't getting my time during band camp. During band camp is when you're supposed to be building up to get the time, that you want during the season. But I was just slacking. I was slacking the whole time.
It takes a while to get used to running.
Definitely.
Like you literally have to run every day in order to get used to it.
Every day. But
But you didn't like running, so it's like,
I hate running.
like you only ran when you had to run.
But other than that though, band camp, being there all day, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I lost my weight during band camp, kind of, sort of. Then it was fun in that sense. I danced every day. Like, I love to dance. So that was fun, but just not getting enough sleep and running. That's probably the worst. And then having to be back at a specific time. You get like a 10-minute nap and then you gotta go back.
So, as I just said, did you have to change your eating habits?
Yes. But I struggle with that. I would cheat all the time because I love to eat. So I cheated most of the time. That's probably why my stomach just didn't go down as fast as the others, or I just didn't have that body, but it's okay. I had to feel myself, so.
So if you had to name your top 3 uniforms,
Okay.
what would they be?
So, I'm gonna start with the ones that I actually wore, because I would put Tiger Girl in there, that's everybody's favorite, but I never got to wear it. So, the ones that I wore, I love Sexy Back, Midnight Madness, and what's it called? Moonshine? I think it's called Moonshine. Those are my top 3. But I gotta put in the special, what's it called? The special, what's it called?
What?
You know what I'm trying to say? The acknowledgement, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to acknowledge the one.
The honorable mention.
Honorable mention, that's the word. I couldn't even think of it. Honorable mention, I can't even remember which one I'm talking about. The blue with the diamonds in the back is sheer on the side. Dang, I can't remember. Well, y'all know which one I'm talking about. I can't even remember the name of it.
That one's not Sexy Back.
It's not 6, but it was a new one. It came out in 18. It came out in 18. I can't remember it. I have to just
It's
show
just
you the picture.
I don't know.
I forgot what it's called. It's blue. It got diamonds on the back. It's kind of like cut. It's kind of like, it looks like dolls to me. Kind of.
Oh, you talking about,
it.
but I think that came out in 16.
The one that came out at, I'm gonna have to show you.
Is sheer on the side?
It's sheer on the side. I'm gonna have to show you the picture because I can't even think of it. Because I wanted to name it Dallas, but they said they already had Dallas.
Yeah,
I can't remember the name of it, but I'm gonna show you.
That's what I was saying.
I'm gonna have to show you because you recorded that game. You did. We did on the field. We did accelerate for the second time because we did accelerate for Southern, and then the next game or so we were in blue. We did accelerate again. have to show you.
Yeah.
But that honorable mention is that, and oh, Blue Velvet, definitely. That's just too classy.
I mean, it fits everybody.
It fits everybody for real.
Like, no
It
matter
just
what you
looks-
got.
It just looks so good.
It do.
It does. So,
But you know they had, it looks different over time.
Blue Velvet.
Under certain light.
Yeah,
It look like
at
it's
Alabama
brand.
State,
It look like it's brand new.
Oh, another honorable mention, Blue Bengal. Blue Bengal? That's what's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Blue Bengal, that was really cute. I love that.
But what did y'all name the one that y'all went for Southern that year? 18.
The tiger type, the tiger.
Well, people say it don't look like
Whatever.
tiger.
I think we named it Tigress, something like that. I
Okay.
don't know. I forgot.
But I actually liked that one.
Yeah.
I wish I had wore that one from homecoming instead of
It kept on doing a little lipstick thing, so we had to watch that.
that other one did that too though.
Which one?
The one that y'all went for Alabama State.
Which one?
Not Alabama State, but Alabama A&M. No, it was Prairie View.
It was a new one?
American. It looked like American.
That's the one I'm talking about, All American.
Yeah, that one.
That
Yeah.
did not slow down.
Well, it did for KG.
Oh, yeah.
The-
That's what it's called, All American. Okay. That's
Look,
right.
now I remember it.
Yeah. That's the one
Now I
I talked
remember
about.
it recorded it.
Yes.
But yeah. Okay, so what is your favorite field?
Favorite field ever? I'm gonna have to give it favorite field. No Tears Left to Cry. I think that was probably like my favorite. And then close second had to be Shane, cause we had our input on that one.
Oh,
Definitely like those two. Those are my top two.
Did you dance for the Labor Day Classic game?
What was that? 18 or 19?
That was 19.
Probably not.
The first game.
No. First game they went Atlanta?
Yeah.
No, I didn't make running cuts.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was bad. Running cuts was my worst enemy.
That was been a very hard cut because
Yeah, because they ain't had any uniforms either, so
Oh yeah.
I knew if I made running cuts, I wasn't gonna dance. So
Oh God. So who picks the uniforms for the game day?
I think KG and Miss Crowley have the say on the uniform, so both of them.
So we got your favorite game, we got your favorite uniforms. What was your thought process after not making it your first time and then making it your second time? Like, what
I'm
was-
not coming back. I'm not trying out again. I'm not. I was like, oh, they didn't want me the first time? Who can try it again and not make it again? Not me. But I had to really just sit down, talk to my parents, talk to friends and family. It was like, if it's something you really want, you should definitely try it again. Just because they didn't pick you the first time, you know, maybe it's something you need to work on.
Do they give you like feedback after your trial?
They don't read the sheets to us, nothing. I did have a talk with Miss Crowley, and she was just like, you gotta, what did she say? No, she just told me I needed to try out again, like, maybe it's just a different time. They don't pick that many people the first time, of course.
Yes.
They only picked 2 for their spring and then 2 for the summer. That's how it was for, cause I guess it was just 4 people that left, the previous year. But I was not gonna try it again. I wasn't. I just had to sit there and just come to my senses. I thought my tryout was perfect. I did. But looking at how I used to dance versus how I dance now, I knew that it was not good. I just knew that I was looking a mess out there.
Because
But
you probably overthought everything.
I just thought I'm a dancer. I'm a cheerleader. I know what I'm doing, cause I used to do drill team. We got a drill team over there. We didn't call it Patriot. I used to do drill team. I was like, I know how to do this, but I really just had to go back, watch videos, try to get the style in order to try it again. Try to get the style, kinda, to make it look like I look like them. And I just luckily made it my second time. I had a lot of work to do, but I was more confident the next time I tried it out, and I think that showed, so.
Okay. If you could give advice to someone about, persevering like you did, because most people wouldn't try out again.
Right. Definitely.
Like, what would you tell them? Like, what would you do to motivate them to do it?
Firstly, you gotta be dedicated. You gotta actually want it, you know? And you gotta talk to God. See if, y'all gotta be in tune with each other. See if this is really for you, you know? Talk to him. He talks back. He may not directly talk back to you, but he does talk back. And I really just had to sit down and just be like, God, is this for me? You know? Do I really need to try out again? And he told me, you know, not directly, but he kind of just, he put that dedication in my head. He put that perseverance in my head that I need to work on this in order to, you know, to succeed. And I did succeed, eventually. So, I also talked to KG and Morgan and some other people, and they were like, yeah. I trained with Bree too, so Bree helped me out.
Bree's amazing.
She definitely helped me out with my second try I dance, and yeah, I think that helped. So.
Yeah.
But my first try I made it all the way to the end.
Yeah.
It was just the last dance.
But you know, some of what we call the greats didn't make it
Right.
their first time either.
Like who? Like
Dom didn't make it her first time.
I didn't know that. For real? She was a cheerleader prior to. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like, it, you know, it could be for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you have to get a certain amount of judges to like you.
Right, exactly.
And you know, with judging anything, like, it could be for any amount of reasons.
Right, exactly.
Because, you know, most people see certain things that other people don't see.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I mean,
I